So, and it looks like, who are we sending out
RNA.
next? Is it Jake?
RNA.
RNA? Oh boy. So RNA is one of the newer players to the clan, and I did notice that you guys have been playing quite a few games as of late. I know he was practicing with Jaeger in ZVZ.
hmm
So, but unfortunately, I couldn't quite determine whose Zerg was better there. It's nothing against that's nothing against RNA or Devin. It's just not seeing a whole lot of either of their Zerg versus Zerg play up until
hmm
the other day.
Uh,
So, Mr. Sticks, why don't you introduce yourself to the stream while we're waiting on this to get loaded up and started?
I'm a 16-year-old Protoss player that plays for Epidemic, and I'm casting because I'm bored.
At least you're honest.
Bejugular.
So, and of course, we're going to be having Soda Obs for us, and in the on the right side we've got RNA making an
Oh, I'm not a
amazing
ref, dang it.
reference,
This is gonna be terrible. Alright, continue.
making a lovely reference there to Princess Bride. I'm Inigo Montoya.
That
You killed my gimmicks. Prepare to die.
was funny.
And of course that, yeah, and I am also. Oh boy! So of
A
course
ref.
it looks like Sasquatch was actually ready because Gimmicks did that opening 3 times in a row. So Gimmicks got completely metagamed there.
Well, I mean, he could have held that if all of his Hellions weren't across the map.
Yeah, yeah. Most I agree.
That was so. He literally moved right before the roaches came. That was terrible.
Yeah, and I think what happened there was he knew if he was able to hold that, Zerg was going to be dead because he got almost every drone there.
Oh yeah, but like, there's no way you could have held that. That was so much.
So yeah, that was a ton, and then Ling reinforcements.
Mhm.
So
But still, if his Hellions were like didn't just move across the map the split second the guys roaches got there, he could have probably held.
yeah,
It's been
so
done.
looks like we've got pretty much mirror openers going on here. Sasquatch is pulled just a hair earlier
Actually, like
than
10 seconds earlier.
RNA's. So wondering here, our Sasquatch has already pulled drones. He's gonna go ahead and get the metabolics up, so Zergling run speed, and same with Sasquatch. Sasquatch choosing to keep, or excuse me, RNA choosing to keep one Ling on gas. So looks like he's either going to use that for timing of a Baneling nest or timing for his lair.
I'm gonna guess Baneling Nest. I've seen him do it before. Oh wait, what am I saying? No, I haven't. That was a PvT game. Never mind.
Gotcha.
But it probably is a Baneling Nest, knowing how ZVZ plays out all the time.
Right, right. Yep. So, because you end up either with huge Ling on Ling early game, or excuse me, Ling Baneling, Ling Ling, or Roaches. And looks like both players opting to go for a an expansion, and looks like Sasquatch has quite a few Lings out on the map earlier, and sending RNA's Lings back to base. RNA, of course, making some more lings in response. So we're going to have to see here. Oh, there goes the ling speed. And should have RNA's ling speed showing up here in just a moment. But he's losing a lot of lings to these speed lings early.
Baneling Nest is getting close to done, so if he can just hold off these couple lings, then he'll be sitting pretty for the next couple minutes until... Actually, Sasquatch not making any tech. He's just getting spine crawlers, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, spine crawlers. If you're getting a lot of spine crawlers in ZVZ, that's usually indicative of
indicative.
Yes, indicative of some kind of tech play. So he might be trying to go for going to maybe an earlier lair so he can get mutas or infestors out on the field. But we'll have to see what's going on.
He hasn't mined any gas since that first 100 on the speed, and he also made the 2 spine crawlers like in his main, and then moved them down.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on with that.
That might have been just kind of a defensive response in case RNA hit a bunch of lings somewhere to do a massive run by.
Maybe.
Which, again, ZVZ, it's not exactly coin flippy in the sense that PvP can be. It's not necessarily, but it's always micro intensive. And here we've got a bit of a ling on ling action going on here. Looks like Soda's intent on keeping an eye on the main on the natural here.
He's like the Anog caster right now. Heyo.
Oh. But yeah, it's looking like RNA just chased off those lings easily. RNA gonna lose his ling that was scouting the third.
It looks like Sasquatch is doing kind of an interesting opening. Just now getting his gases. No lair started and getting double Evo chamber for upgrades. Now the lair is going to start. RNA is sitting back with a few banelings. He's getting his first evolution chamber now, and his lair is a good ways ahead of his opponents. So if Sasquatch doesn't just like... Actually, I thought he was going to run with all his lings anyway. Okay. Oh wait, there's more over here.
Yeah, and it's looking like pretty much what I was talking about. He's going to go a little bit more tech heavy. He just wanted to establish his main and his natural. Make sure he had a...
Oh, the queen.
Oh, the queen's going to go down, and... Ooh, this is going to be pretty hairy here.
Yeah, it looks like Sasquatch is going to be hitting with with a big roach timing attack. He's going to get +1/+1 done, and a big amount of roaches. So that queen is actually going to most likely show up to be bad later on, as he's not going to have that good amount of injects going like Sasquatch does. He's doing pretty well on his injects actually, and he's going in infestors. I've seen him do this versus Jaeger when he was playing versus him. I don't really know much about ZVZ to say if this is going to be effective versus roach timing, but it leads me to believe that it's not going to be.
The big thing really is when it comes to ZVZ, masslings with a couple banelings and a nice backup of spines can hold off roaches at least until your own roaches are done. But it doesn't look like we're going to be getting...
Nice big baneling hit on those speedlings trying to get into the third base, so that was actually pretty nice for RNA. Is going to be able to defend that for a little bit longer now. However, his third is still behind Sasquatch's. So Sasquatch, that's such a weird... Sasquatch, that's such a weird name to say. He's getting ahead in pretty much every possible way at this point.
Yeah. I really like it, and it looks like he's going to go for a... it looks like, other than the lagger, it looks like Sasquatch is going to be going for a potentially a 2-1 or a 2-2 timing here with a large number of roaches. But RNA is going to have out infestors for this, and Infestor Ling might be able to do some damage, especially with a good number of lings and getting a good surround.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be pushing when +1/+1 was done and that would have been a pretty good timing, I think, because RNA didn't really have all that much. But now that he's waiting for a 2-2, uh, RNA's definitely going to have infestors out at that time, so he very well could easily be able to deal with this.
Yep. And for the clan matches, it is BO1 winner stays. So it is all kill format.
OP Korean.
I just never caught what we were doing best of on these.
I think it's a 7.
Okay, so best of 7. And Sasquatch, I really like this. A lot of Zerg players overall, they don't make enough lings when they're going roaches. And the thing is lings, while lings do melt to roaches, a ling roach force is pretty formidable because those lings can just surround stuff and keep them in place while the roaches just mow things down.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to have a nice roachling baneling push coming in, and I have no idea if RNA is going to be able to hold this. He does have 3 infestors out and a handful of lings and banelings, but and that third for Sasquatch goes down. Those lings doing a ton of work and forcing Sasquatch to rethink a couple times on how he wants to handle this.
Yeah, I've noticed these last 2 games, Sasquatch has been a little indecisive with what he wants to do with his attacks. He nearly pulled back all of his stuff when Gimmicks went into his base with all those Hellions. He moved all his Baneling backs and Banelings back, and it looked like Gimmicks might have been able to actually hold for it a little bit there. And now he's kind of doing it again here too. He probably could have killed RNA if the fungals weren't perfect, but that Ling counterattack causing him to pull back a little and giving RNA a bit of hope here.
Yeah, and I've got to agree with that. Pretty much right now, RNA just needs every little bit he can get to hold on, and these fungals are going to need to be great.
Ooh.
Great fungals going down, holding some roaches and some lings in place. Got quite a few of the banelings as well, and RNA is definitely holding on here.
Looks like he's also going to send out two infestors burrowed. Going to do some infested Terran harassments. Looks like there's not really any detection. However, one spore is being made at the natural, so that's good foresight by Sasquatch to believe that there's going to be some sort of infestor harassment. There's a lot of infestors out, so that's really the only thing keeping RNA in the game at this point. He needs to get... Oh, whoa. I just realized there's like 2 groups of lings like burrowed under each other on the bottom right-hand side. That's kind of funny.
Yep.
But yeah, the infestors are really the only thing keeping RNA in this game at this point. Sasquatch is ahead of base. He's definitely ahead in economy and in food. And I think those 2 infestors actually just died that were trying to do the harassment, so...
No, the infestors are still in the middle.
Oh, they're not? Oh,
They're right beneath where the gold bases would be.
Yeah, I saw him attack something. I thought it was the infestors.
Yep, RNA's moving in right now with some extra lings. Just wants to save his lings and clean up. And RNA using some of that energy. Oh,
no, they're gonna die now.
They are definitely gonna die here, but they're gonna get some infested Terrans out.
Wow, how do you get those out? They ran right by the Overseer. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, but those infested Terrans really aren't gonna do a lot, but they are gonna just hold off a little bit on the timing. They do deny that 4th from Sasquatch. You know, I've got to say, I mean, RNA's doing a really good job in keeping himself in the game, but he's still playing from behind here, and both players really just floating a lot of resources, a lot of minerals on RNA's side, and of course that's mostly due to his unit composition.
Also, his lack of hatcheries. He hasn't been able to establish this 3rd base in forever, and he's only been off of 2 hatches this entire game, and he doesn't have the larva to be able to
spend that.
Yeah, because he's making only lings and infestors, so he's going to have a surplus of minerals when he can only make a certain amount of lings at a time. So he really needs a couple more hatcheries, I think, so he can just spam out some lings at this point.
Most definitely, and he does have a macro hatch coming down. I think he probably could have gotten away with throwing down 2 macro hatches just because of how long he was stuck. on 2 base. This
Yeah.
way he could just deal with the amount of minerals he had and then get a 4th base up. And when he gets that he gets his actual 3rd up, be able to saturate it pretty much right away.
Yeah.
So we do see Sasquatch with a huge amount of a supply lead here. And of course, RNA doing pretty good job of trying to get his minerals low again, just by building a nice wall of spines out front.
Yeah, it looks like also RNA is going for a spire, so that's probably a reason why those spine crawlers are being made at this point, so that he can safely tech into these mutas. But will it be enough? Sasquatch positioning himself in a way to possibly do an attack soon. He obviously was cleaning up that little infestor harassment, but he can definitely go off for attack at this point. He's definitely maxed, and these mutas aren't going to be in time whatsoever. But if they are able to get out, there's not any anti-air on the map at all for Sasquatch, so that could actually prove to be extremely effective.
And the thing is, though, Sasquatch does have a large number of investors. And oh my god, all of those lanes easily going to fall here.
Oh my god, 42 kill infestor.
Oof.
That was huge.
That is huge, and that could easily be the game here.
That's a game sealer right there. Oh, it looks like he's going straight to Spire, or a Greater Spire, so he's trying to tech right up to Broodlord. Try to get something off here, but I don't think it's going to happen. There's so many banelings and roaches in this composition, infestors as well.
The thing is, though, is he's doing a great job of just buying himself time. He's sending the links to do work, and every time he does this, Sasquatch pulls back.
Yeah, this is actually... Oh, wow, he actually killed both the bases. He killed the 4th and the 3rd, leaving Sasquatch on the same amount of bases as... Actually, less bases than RNA is at this point, so... That was actually extremely good by RNA. He's definitely pulling himself back in this game every little bit. And if he can get some Broodlords,
that's definitely going to be a big deal for him.
Yeah, but it looks like he actually is losing a couple of infestors out in the middle of the map. That's not very good. Not exactly what he needs at this point.
And
the spine wall is...
Oh, this is going to be... This could be big here.
Nice fungal.
Very nice fungals going down for RNA. And it looks like, indeed, he's going to be able to hold this off. Most likely also going to keep his bases together. And wow, he is definitely doing work here.
However, there's still a good amount of roaches here. The spine crawlers are all on the bottom, not where all the units are. Here come finally all the links swarming in, going to be able to clean everything up. And the supply count already is ahead in the supply at this point. He pulled ahead.
Yeah,
how is he doing this?
That was just great positioning for RNA. Not so great for Sasquatch. I mean, yeah, Sasquatch did manage to get the attack in, but RNA was able to get some really key fungals there, just keep everything locked down, free damage, because what does energy cost you?
Nothing.
Other than the initial gas to get the unit out, nothing.
It looks like now RNA is going to be getting up a couple of Broodlords. How many in production does he have? 2 at this point, and he's also getting a Hydrodon, so that's actually pretty interesting. But there are a lot of infestors out on the field for Sasquatch right now. He's got 16, I believe. Yeah, that's going to be pretty devastating once they actually get into the battle instead of just being a straight roach versus infestor ling. So, I don't know. It's still anyone's game at this point. RNA does have the supply lead, but we just saw him, someone with a supply deficit, beat the one with the supply lead just before, so the same could just happen in the opposite effect.
Yeah, and it's really going to come down to positioning. Who gets the better engagement, who gets the better positioning here, and it looks like, oh my gosh, RNA is going to lose all of his investors for free here to these lings.
Ouch.
And that is exactly what we are talking about. Everything's just going to come down to actual positioning, and looks like all RNA was able to save was one of those infestors that were down there. Though just barely.
Oh no. Oh no. These oh god, that was so close. RNA almost lost a lot of his lings to some infestors in the middle of the map, so that could have been better. Oh whoa, where the hell did all those infestors come from? RNA suddenly has like 8 infestors still.
It looks like he splintered his forces, only sent so many infestors down.
I thought he, whatever. Alright, how many Broodlords are on the map? That's what I want to know
We
right now.
have, looks like, 4
4.
Broodlords on the map right now.
Does Sasquatch know about this? Looks like he is now. He just got some changelings in the base, and he's going to be able to see that. I really think Sasquatch or RNA should be doing some sort of attacking at this point. He really needs to go for this 4th, as all of Sasquatch's army is at the 3rd, but it's not going to happen at this point. He's still really content on just turtling up. He doesn't realize that Sasquatch actually knows about these Broodlords. So, oh wait. Oh, Sasquatch was the one getting the Hydra Den, not RNA. I messed that up earlier.
Sasquatch does have the Hydra Den coming down, and
He's got a good amount of Hydras up, too.
these 3 infestors at that lower right-hand base. 4 infestors. Just kind of creating, along with that overseer in the middle, creating a nice little smiley face for us.
That's funny.
And let's see what the worker counts are. It's 46 to 46.
Well, that's oddly even.
That is incredibly even, but I guess a
You
lot of
can't
that's...
get much more even than that, David.
I think that's just down to the fact that both players have either lost bases entirely, which they'd of course lose quite a few workers, and nobody really being in a situation to reinforce that. ZVZ is definitely worker reliant. Worker counts can make or break.
Oh god.
And oh
There's
my
a
gosh,
lot of
that is a
Terrans
lot of
getting
infested
spewed out.
Terrans.
Oh my god, all these Broodlords are going to die. And oh no, RNA sacrificing all of his lings into the army as well. Oh dear god. What just happened?
Infested Terrans and Hydras are very, very good, apparently.
Wow. RNA is looking in incredibly worse and worse shape. RNA getting a nice ling counterattack on this 3rd, however. He might be able to kill it, but he might not as well. I don't know if it's going to be able to keep him into this game, however, because that was a pretty huge loss at that point.
Actually,
now he lose all his lings.
This could keep him pretty well into the game, because it looks like he's also going to be attacking this 4th, doing huge damage at that gold base, as well as a bit of damage in the main.
And these lings in the 3rd are still alive, so he can keep embroider them and kill off some drones as well. So RNA is actually doing an amazing job the entire game of just constant harassment, making advantages out of where his opponent is not on the map. And but still, he's lacking an army supply at this point. He's down about 20 supply. There's a really good amount of Hydras out for Sasquatch, and that's going to be very difficult to deal with. It's all going to come down to the fungals.
Yeah, but it's going to come down to the fungals, and I've got to hand it to RNA, keeping himself in this game, even though he's been at a supply deficit for most of it. His multitasking here, hitting multiple spots with his lings, definitely commendable. And I've really got to hand it to him, keeping himself in the game as well as he has. He is remaking the broods. He is going to lose his own 4th here, but
Ouch.
I don't think he's too concerned with, too terribly concerned with that.
Yeah, it looks like they are going to go down. Oh no, some drones are going to get killed, transferring as well. That's actually not what he needed at all. He's only down to 35 to the 39 of Sasquatch. Wow, it's just getting really difficult to get bases at this point. And a random Broodlord going in the middle of the map. What the hell is this thing doing here?
That's the bravest Broodlord in the world.
So brave. And it lives. Interesting. I guess Hydras really are that slow.
So, and I've got to hand it to RNA. He's actually in an upgrade advantage right now. He's got 3/3 on the lings. He's got
another counter. Oh, but the infestors get it.
Oh, the infestors do catch it. And that's going to be all
ling
of the lings.
besides like 1 or 2. Let's see how many kills was that. 31 kill infestor right there. Ouch. Really, that only leaves 15 infestors to hold off all of these Hydras. I mean, can it be done? I don't know. it's really if he's got to get some sick chain fungals on these hiders just so that they can't actually attack at all.
You know, I think he's going to be able. He's going to be able to do it. He's
Have faith.
effectively keeping Sasquatch to 2 bases right now, and it's only 1 mining base.
I really just realized that, and also the fact that there's so many spines here that I don't really know if Sasquatch can do this. He really like the only chance he has is to continue getting up bases. But if RNA continues to do what he's been doing, he's gonna have a hard time doing that. But it looks like he's able to get this 4th up as well. And there's still these bunch of infestors, like 3 infestors over. Oh, pause.
And RNA asking for a pause there.
Not good.
That's definitely not good.
Messed up. Like I was saying, there's still 3 infestors on the bottom right of the map for RNA, so that could come into play a little bit later. He has been using them a little bit to help bring attention over to the 3rd again, so that he can take off the 4th as well. If he regroups those with the rest of his army, he can definitely have a huge chance of being able to hold off any sort of big attack push that might happen. But Sasquatch seems to realize that he can't exactly push into that natural with all those spines and infestors there. With only hydras that have 80 health, which will only survive like 2, 3 fungals?
Yeah, it's... Let's see here.
I'm not good at math. You do that.
It's 3 fungals or 2 fungals and lings. You know, they also wouldn't be able to stand up to the impaler tentacles.
Impaler tentacles
of the spines. So
I've never actually heard someone say that in a cast before. That sounds funny.
Dude, I love
the impaler tentacles.
I love the impaler tentacle attack.
Dude, I'm gonna impale you with my tentacle. Oh no, some more infestors.
Some more free infestors here, and
looks like some hero IT is gonna be able to possibly save them. Oh wow, not losing a single infestor. Will he get the overseer?
He will lose. He will lose the infestors here. Though.
They were almost hero. Ouch. So RNA is ridiculously behind in food at this point. Yet he still looks like he has like a chance to win. So this is a really confusing game. Like I can't actually tell who's going to win at this point.
Yeah, ultimately it's all coming down to the fact that RNA has been amazing at stalling these pushes, stalling the game out. And I mean, even though he's behind in food, his army looks so much more strong.
Yeah, and Sasquatch might have picked up on the transferring drones over at the top.
And he
RNA definitely picked up on the units there, so RNA might have been able to sneak this 4th base for the time being. Oh no, it looks like be careful, RNA, don't move out.
Yeah, RNA doesn't exactly want to move out just yet. He wants to make sure that when he does move, he can solidify his position at that center area. And it looks like he's fairly confident in being able to do that right here.
Yeah,
the fact that he hasn't moved his infestors out is big.
Oh no, this could be absolutely terrible. What is he doing? What is he doing? What is he doing?
Oh my God!
Why are the infestors joining this battle?
Okay, the infestors are starting to come out right now.
Holy balls!
That was definitely looking frightening there.
Oh my God! How did that just work out like that? Wow.
You know, I'm sure at that point a lot of it was fear on Sasquatch's part. He doesn't want to walk that army he has.
Yeah, he also didn't know
into the Broodlords if he doesn't know the infestors are there.
Yeah, he didn't know. Yeah, that makes sense. He didn't actually know that the infestors weren't there. I forgot he wasn't Protoss, so he can't just have a thing right on top of his army. But yeah, you know. So I guess that was a very wise decision at that point. And it looks like an engagement maybe brewing over here, but it's still Sasquatch still undetermined to attack into this army. That's a lot of Broodlords, man. Oh my God, I've said it like 20 times, but it's going to come down to the fungals.
It really is. And if not necessarily the fungals, it's going to come down to the infested Terrans.
True. Looks like Sasquatch is going to be able to catch hold of this fourth base on the top, so, but RNA is going to be able to clean up the lings so they don't do any more damage. And it looks like RNA is going to be able to push up here with his Broodlords, doing a pretty decent job of splitting them to not get caught by any fungals. Oh, fungals going down on all the
Fungals
infestors.
going down. Huge engagement going on here. The infestors just trying to do what they can, staying alive where they can.
So many
Broodlords.
Terrans from Sasquatch, and RNA didn't do anything with his infestors. They all just ran around for nothing. He could have been getting so many fungals off during all of that, but it still looks like he's still going to be able to push through. There's not many Hydras left, and all that's really here are infested Terrans, and they're all going to die soon, and there's still a lot of Broodlords and infestors out. And there's still lings coming out from RNA as well, so RNA still definitely has a chance in this.
Yeah, at this point, it really needs to be. He really has to go for the throat at some point. As you can see, Sasquatch is just trying to pull a huge run by.
Sasquatch isn't making anything.
Sasquatch with...
He doesn't have the larva.
Okay, yep, he
is. Things. That's all he can make, and that's just going to die to infestors.
They will die. Ooh, that was a nice Baneling hit there.
Yeah.
And you know, at this point, I think RNA can see that. Yeah, it's time to start pushing. I need to do some actual lasting damage.
These drones. Oh my god, that was so close. He could have fungled every single one of Sasquatch's drones, and that would have sealed it. Oh my god. Whew. I'm getting like nerdgasms over here, if you can't already tell.
This is so razor thin here.
Razor tight.
Oh my gosh, and
there's still stuff at the natural too.
Is he gonna see? I don't think he sees those.
Oh, he
does see it now.
Lift it! No, don't use infested Terrans. Just fungal it. No, and that was.
Nope, but these lings are gonna get in and do some big damage here.
Please just fungal it. Oh, dang it. That was so disappointing. Well, he's gonna go fourth.
Here it goes. Big ling run by going into the natural here from RNA.
Jesus Christ,
and this,
dude. You're the king of counterattacks. Like, holy crap.
Well, he is going to lose everything at his fifth. I think at this point he's just done an amazing job with his counterattacks, making sure to spread Sasquatch as thin as possible.
Oh my god. I can't believe this is happening. RNA's going to win this game. He's going to do it. He has the supply lead. And he's got like 20,000 infestors. More like 14, but
yeah, he is pretty much losing all of those lings that were at the natural. He's taking out and gutted the main here.
Oh my god. Can RNA or Sasquatch make anything? He can only make Hydras and infestors at this point, and he has no money. Oh no, never mind. He has a spawning pool. I didn't see that. Never mind. That was a lot.
Well, at this point, RNA needs to actually push. Sasquatch has absolutely no income. He's long distance mining from the gold.
He really needs to just realize this and then not derp around with these infestors, because these infestors are going to be the only thing keeping him in this game. He needs to get some key fungals down at this point with the infestors, and he's kind of sacking a few of them randomly. However, one is going to get by, but it's not going to do anything because there's nothing there. Oh, the Broodlords! Please don't do this to me again, RNA. Do not just sack all your Broodlords into Hydras. Oh my god.
And at this point, I think Sasquatch is just trying to hold on so he can get one hatch up.
But he has no money. He's got like no income at all. And RNA has income, but oh no, but the Speedling's going into the only income of the actual game here. And he's going to be able to clean up all these drones. The lings from RNA are going to be too late. Looks like 3 drones are going to live. Those are the only 3 drones alive in the game at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, for RNA, I mean.
Well, yeah.
Oh, Sasquatch's not even making any hatcheries. He's just making more infestors. So he's... I don't even know what his intent is.
Yeah, he's going to have enough here in a little bit to get one more infester up.
And looks like RNA's going to go for it. He's going to try to do a little bit of a squish here. He's going to try to fungal the Hydras, but Sasquatch is being very good as to keep aware of where those infestors are, and one fungal goes down, able to catch a few Hydras. Is he going to get the rest of them? I don't know. This is very, like, tense. I don't even know what to say. I'm just saying words.
Oh no, and I think that's the major thing going on here. I mean, RNA barely able to keep just Lings going.
I can't imagine what the Skype call is like in the other Skype call with like Daryl and Jake and them.
Oh my gosh, and yeah,
even Brewlord's getting picked off for free. That's not exactly what RNA wants at this point when it's literally down to the unit. Oh, but a huge fungal going off, catching about half the Hydras. And he's going to be able to chain that and keep them dead with the Broodlords backing them as well. But Fungal's going down on the Broodlords as well. They're getting down to low health here.
Oh, and
three infestors go down for RNA.
Three infestors go down for RNA, and
oh my god, this is so close. It's 62 to 35, but still, there's so many Lings, and I think RNA definitely has this. He can definitely just walk right into that army with all those Lings and stuff and win, and just chain Fungal it. He's got it. If we want to be like, IT's going down, trying to pick off all of the Broodlords.
Oh, and RNA just needs to counter with his own infested Terrans here, but
attack. That's all he has. He has 32 supply of units, and you
go ahead and attack, throw down infested Terrans, and you got this.
He's got it. He's got it.
That is definitely going to be it. And oh my god, such a tight game.
Sacks.
Wow.